Hello and welcome to today's graphic design tip of the day. For today's tip, I'm going to show you a few tricks that you can do with typography. The first one is going to be slicing through text. So you can see that I have both of the same word written twice, and they're just two different colors. They're in the same size font. So I'm going to go ahead and put this other one on a separate layer. You can do this with the same color font, but just for tutorial's sake so you can see this, or just adds an extra little style to it, you're welcome to use two different colors as well. So I'm going to use Command X to cut it, or Control X if you are on a PC. And then I'm going to paste it on the new layer that I just created with the new layer button, Control V. Okay, and then I want these two pieces of text to be exactly aligned. So I can do that by grabbing them both and using my Properties menu on the right-hand side to align them horizontally as well as vertically. Now that I know that they're exactly in the same place, I'm going to go ahead and lock this layer. And I can hide it temporarily. And I want to draw a rectangle right on top of my word hello. So I'm just going to go ahead and create a rectangle that is exactly the same size. And I want this rectangle to be transparent so I can see through to my text below. Now, wherever you want to cut through or slice through your text, we're going to go ahead to our Add Anchor Point option and click and add our anchor points on the right and the left. And then using my scissors tool, which can be found underneath your eraser tool, just go ahead and click once on one of those anchor points and again on the other anchor point, and it'll slice these into two shapes. So I want to move this one that I created onto the other layer that I have, layer 2. So I'm again going to cut it, Control X, and unlock that layer and hide it. Again, I'll lock the one underneath just so I don't accidentally put it there. And go to Edit and Paste in Place. It's important that you do Paste in Place this time because that is going to align it exactly with where the other one was. Okay, and I'll hide that again. Alright, so unlocking that layer 1 again, it's as simple as grabbing the shape and the text, right-clicking, and going to Make Clipping Mask, and it'll chop that text for you. And then I can lock that layer, bring back the other one, and do the same thing. Grab both of them, right-click, and Make Clipping Mask. And if I unlock that layer, you can see that I now have those two pieces. I also have the option to move them apart a little bit if I do want a gap in between them, or if I wanted to shift them to the right or the left to give it kind of that staggered look that's kind of trendy right now. You can also do that. The next thing I'm going to show you is how to create a clipping mask with text on this kind of different color gradient piece that I have down here. So each of these are separate rectangles just drawn with the rectangle tool. And then this is just type, nothing done to it yet, just using the type tool to add that on there. And I'm going to hold shift and stretch this so it fits nicely within my space. We'll go all the way to the top of the yellow then with the top of my text. And grab all of that, right click and Make Clipping Mask, and it'll automatically cut those shapes into the text shape that you have. You can make it bigger or smaller. Again, make sure you hold shift if you are stretching it to keep it proportionate. I hope you enjoyed today's graphic design tip of the day.